In 2020, guys, the World Health Organization said that up to 55 million people in the world have dementia. And each year, about 10 million people live with dementia. Is that not large enough? Do you have anybody that is up to 60 years in your house, in your family? Come closer. I want to share with you 10 warning signs of dementia. So what is dementia? Dementia is the loss of cognitive function. It simply means loss of your memory to be able to carry out your daily activities. Is Alzheimer and dementia the same thing? Alzheimer and dementia are not the same thing. Alzheimer is a type of dementia. Okay? And when you come to dementia, there are about 5 types of dementia. Dementia is a very challenging situation which we the society don't take cognizance of. And today, I want to bring it to your notice so that you can do something very promptly for anyone close to you that has these signs. Okay? The number 1 sign is forgetfulness. This forgetfulness is very subtle. And how does it come? Maybe you plan to go and buy something from the store, and as soon as you get to the store, you forget what you want to buy. And you begin to think, oh my goodness, why am I here? What do I want to buy? It can also come like you dropped your key in the room, you don't even know where you can find it anymore. And you keep on looking for and looking for and looking. And women are fond of that. Sometimes they just pour out their clothes everywhere. They keep on looking for, where is my red shirt? Where is my blue shirt? You know. They can also forget what they ate for breakfast or lunch, but they can remember what happened 10 years ago. That's why sometimes when you come across some old people, they begin to tell you how they lived their life 20 years ago, 15 years ago. So that is number 1 sign. Number 2 sign is change in mood. You will see somebody that is just normal, happy, and suddenly begins to cry or begins to feel some form of way. Can be anxious, fearful. I remember a situation where somebody very close to me, because I actually had a very personal experience with somebody that had Alzheimer. But then not until we took her to the hospital and the doctor diagnosed her to have Alzheimer. So nothing will be happening. We are all good. Everything is going well. And suddenly she begins to cry. She begins to become emotional, remembering things that happened in the past. Change in mood is one of the signs. So you look out for that. Number 3 sign, guys, is apathy. Suddenly, they lose interest. It could be losing interest in sharing with family and friends. It could be losing interest in going for a party, something that people have been planning all day. And suddenly, they lose interest. Someone in the early stages of dementia will always have confusion. They are confused about the time of the day of the month, where they are coming from, where they are going, how they got to where they are. The 5th sign is constipation. Guys, I'm not saying that each time you're constipated, it means that you have dementia. But the brain is connected to your gut. So you have a good gut, then you have a good brain. So anytime you have constipation and you are above 60-65, watch it. It could be one of the signs of dementia. The 6th sign is when they're having a conversation with you, they find it difficult to use the right words. Sometimes they just forget what they are talking about. They don't know the right word to use in explaining it. That's why sometimes you find out that they could use their dialects in between. Maybe somebody wants to tell you something, doesn't know the right word to use in English. You will replace it with maybe his or her dialect. These are signs of dementia. The 7th sign is repetition. That one I heard it so much with my relation. Repetition of stories. They will tell you something today, tomorrow they will repeat it, next week they will repeat it. Or asking questions. They ask you questions, you give them the answer. The next minute they're asking you the same question again. So when you see some of these signs, be patient with them. The 8th sign could just be not being able to follow a difficult TV program. You understand? Not being able to follow a storyline. Maybe when they watch a little, they'll tell you they are tired. The ninth sign, guys, is they struggle a lot with change. When they get to a new environment, they have difficulties. You know, when they meet people, they have difficulties in remembering people's names. People they've met before, when they see them again, they will call them another person's name. Or maybe I had a situation where my relation was calling her son her brother. So they find it difficult to recognize people's faces. Change is a big problem to them. And the 10th sign I would want to share with us is usually they have difficulties in keeping accounts, in keeping bills. Sometimes when they manage to go to the grocery shop, pick up some things, when they come back, they can't give account of actually how they spent the money. It's another warning sign. So guys, there is actually something you can do to salvage this situation, especially when you discover it early. Early detection is everything because it is a degenerative disease. If you're able to detect it early and notice those signs, you will be able to start treatment to slow the progression